I was born to preach the gospel. I was born to preach the gospel. I was born to preach the gospel. And I sure do love my job. Yeah. I was born to preach the gospel. I was born to preach the gospel. I'm born to preach the gospel. And I sure do love my job. Yeah. Yes, I really love my job. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. Oh, I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. Yes, I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. Get firmly rooted. So let's get firmly rooted. Let's get firmly rooted. So let's get firmly rooted. Oh, I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. Let's get firmly rooted. Firmly rooted. Let's get firmly rooted. Yeshua, 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 Yeshua. I'm a disciple that makes disciples that makes disciples. We're disciples that make disciples that make disciples. We are disciples that make disciples that make disciples. We are disciples that make disciples that make disciples. Let's get firmly rooted. Firmly rooted.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Pastor Tom Donnelly, Firmly Rooted Ministries, and you are correct, Steve. You can't see it on Facebook because I accidentally sent it to the men's group instead of the Oxford group. So now I'm trying to find it on, there it is. I'm trying to find it on Greendale, and then I can share it, I think, if I can do this right. Sorry for the delay, everyone. Sharing Greendale and share it with Firmly Rooted Oxford. Let's try that. Yeah, it's going to be a little late for some people, I think, but I got it out there. And I probably should share it on my own so anybody who's a friend of mine would see it. All right, sorry about that, everybody. Sometimes when I set these things up, I don't get them in the right categories, I guess. But I'm looking up now, and it's on Greendale's, Rooted Men, and my YouTube page. So hopefully people are now getting it on my Firmly Rooted the Oxford page as well as my personal page. All right. Very good. Okay. For those of you who are popping on, welcome. Vivian Davis, good morning. Steve Giroux, good morning. Hoping that it can be seen now on Facebook. Roger, down at Firmly Rooted Greendale, good morning. Anne Marie, good morning. Jackie Matus, good morning. Emily Connolly, Good morning, and to Abby as well. It was good to see Abby. Diane Giroux, good morning. We see you. Yep. All right, good. So you must have entered in on the the Oxford page. So finally, it broke in there. All right. Again, this section of the book of Acts seems to be as much or seems to be more historical than theological, and that's absolutely true. But as I said yesterday, the key is to see God behind the scenes. The key is to see that God is in control and he's manipulating and moving even the nations of this world to get the objective done. See, sometimes I think Satan whispers in our ear that this world is so powerful and so overwhelming and so out of control that no way in the world could God be doing anything. No way in the world could he be in control of those kinds of things. But in fact, he is. He's been in control ever since he told Paul that when he got to Jerusalem, bad stuff was going to happen. And then bad stuff did happen. No matter what they did, bad things happened. And Romans rescued Paul from being killed, sent him to Caesarea. He had a little trial there with Felix. He's in jail, kind of house arrest for 2 years. Festus takes Felix's spot. He has a meeting and now realizes that there needs to be a bigger meeting. And today we have that King Agrippa. So if you understand the way this worked, you had Caesar. Caesar put kings in place in certain areas in his kingdom, and then governors underneath them. And so Festus and Felix would have been governors, and now King Agrippa comes to visit Festus in Caesarea because he's the new governor, and he wants to be all that in a bag of chips, and he wants to show up. And Festus starts talking to him about this crazy Jewish guy and these crazy Jewish people that are accusing him of things that seem to have to do with their religious beliefs and their teachings, and they're trying to make it a Roman issue. And before he could get very far in solving the issue, this guy appealed to Caesar. And so Paul appeals to Caesar, requires that the governor send Paul with some type of a letter, a scenario of the backdrop of the situation. What's the real issue? I mean, Caesar's going to need to know as much of the investigation as possible so that he can even make a right decision. And so they know it's their responsibility for Festus to do that. He wants to take advantage of the fact that King Agrippa has visited, and maybe I can put some of this responsibility on King Agrippa. And so Agrippa says, okay, I'll meet with him. And so, okay, we'll set it up tomorrow and you're going to meet with him. And so King Agrippa, he and his wife, they got it going on, and they got all the pomp and circumstance, and they come in, and that's it. They are now ready to hear Paul. And so tomorrow's going to be a big day because we're going to have Paul's message to Agrippa. All right, that's it. Blessings on your day. Know God's in control, and make it a firmly rooted day, and may someone see Jesus in us today. Peace.